All right, let's try this again. One more time. Just to finish out our challenge of a Monday morning. It is one of the more Monday-ish Mondays that we've had in a while, trying to get this thing done. Going for 2 hours from TikTok to Facebook to the entire route. TikTok to Facebook to Twitch to YouTube. And this is how we end up the morning over here until about 8:30 in the morning in the Eastern time zone. So welcome to those of you who managed to get here. Sorry to those of you who were here for our previous stream just a few minutes ago, which included absolutely no visible comments.
Hey, how about the word dupa?
You're Polish, aren't you?
Close.
You know what the longer version of that is?
No, I don't.
Dupayash.
Oh.
So dupa is butt, basically, only the slang for the word butt.
Yeah, my uncle always used to tell us he was going to get our dupa.
Okay, that's your butt, or your jackass. And dupayash is the other part of your butt.
Sween Dog's back and Rudy's here.
That I didn't know.
I see them.
3.9, the Fox. Hello out there.
Hello, Johnny. Has anybody brought up Guggenheimer?
No, and how would you use that?
It's like, it means you're like a goofball. Like, somebody like, you're a Guggenheimer.
Yeah, I think my grandmother used to call me Goofenheimer. Maybe that's what she was meaning to say. She's got it wrong.
Yeah, it's by either way.
Thank you, appreciate it. Looking for silly words. Call us.
Yep, Rob Suk is here with ruined comments, and Linda is back, so we can actually see some of those today. Now, took us 20 minutes to get there. I still don't get what it was that stopped. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize that we've. I just got a baseball statistic, which was kind of interesting. For those who are baseball fans, this is the first time in 20 years the Major League Baseball season, regular season, ended yesterday, right? This is the first time in 20 years there wasn't a single regular season no-hitter. I didn't realize that, but that's true. This is the first time in 20 years there was not a single regular season no-hitter pitched. Tina was taking pills and she lost me. Well, I lost all you guys for 20 minutes. I had absolutely no visible comments. Okay, so Sheila's brought the sunshine back again. Chris is back again. All those folks who apparently were here the first time, but I didn't see any of you. I mean, I saw the number. I knew that there were a bunch of people here. We had double-digit viewership. That's why I knew there had to be something wrong, because I saw no comments. How, by the way, Tina, is Hot Jim? You have been in contact with him. How is he doing? Mike V is back from Long Island. Good morning again. And go sports, says Rob Suka. Now, this has just been one of those challenging mornings. Blaming MZ, that's what Linda's doing. Blaming MZ because, well, you know, he doesn't have anything to do with YouTube, but you blame him for everything, no matter what. What's for breakfast? My trusty granola bar. In fact, I went over and bought a new box of these things yesterday because this is the last box that I had for the week. And I bought another 24 pack, so we're ready to go. These things are awesome. These crunchy oats and honey ones, man, those are good. I'd like to eat like 6 of those for breakfast, but that would be defeating the purpose because I think these things are 90 calories or something. Let me see. 190. Serving size is 2 bars. 190 and 2 bars. That's a little much for breakfast, but I'd still like to eat like 6 of them. Jim, thanks everybody. Is he doing better? Obviously, he's around to chat with you, which is great. You always, first of all, wonder about that when you're on an OR table. We'll be looking forward to his return, complaining about the heat. That'll be great. The Ohio Kim is here. Good morning, Ohio Kim. In ICU. That's where he is now. Y'all saw Jameson, right? First time I showed him here. From California. Jameson is from, what did we say, Fairfield. It's a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. This is Jameson. Every dog has his day. Jameson has his. Still waiting to see if one day Jacko makes it on one of these pages. I took him for a boring ride last Friday, as I've been advised to do by the Spirit Dog Training Academy people, because he whines so much at the end of those up to Birch Run where he knows it's going to be a bathroom break, he knows it's going to be a walk, he knows it's going to be a bunch of treats, and so he gets all excited and stuff, and he whines. Sounds stressed, and so I sent them a video of that. They said, yeah, he does look a little bit stressed, but you know, sometimes there's good stress. Like if he anticipates something good, he's going to do that. Yeah, that's what you do. They call it a boring ride, and what that is when you take him on a ride that ends in absolutely nothing good for him. You take him on a ride where, and we did this. I took him as a test ride Friday, first time I did that. I keep saying I'm going to do it, but time is, many times is kind of, I'm squeezed for time sometimes. So I try to get it so that I can spend some time doing what we need to do to kind of get his personality changed to something a little more friendly and a little less, confrontational. So I took him on a ride up to Birch Run, as I usually do. But when we went into the parking lot, where we usually park for our normal routine of any other Monday or Tuesday or any other day, I do this 7 days a week with him. But we just pulled into the parking lot, stopped, and just sat there. He didn't get out of the car. He didn't get any treats. He didn't have a peanut butter filled bone to work on the way up. He saw a couple people walking by, but then we just took off and came back home. There was nothing in it for him. And what they said to me was, if you take him on about 3 boring rides for every one real good that has a good payoff to it for him, like he's always getting right now 100% of the time, but if you give him like only 1 out of 4 rides that has a payoff for him, he won't be whining and all that, because every time he leaves, he's going to be expecting more of a boring ride rather than the kind that end up in just all kinds of bonus for him. So that's what we're looking at, and that's what worked for him. And I noticed that when we went back up there the next, well, it wasn't, we didn't go back Saturday because I was really too out of it that day, so we went up Sunday. And he was a little bit more, not 100%, but there was a definite downturn in his excitement going up there. He was whining a bit, but he wasn't whining as much as he usually does. So I'm thinking this kind of thing may take hold pretty quickly. Called the boring ride. That's one of them. Another thing that I'm being taught how to do is these brain games for him, because he needs to have something to focus on other than certain things that he constantly focuses on. They're usually treat-based. In this case, it is. But I'm going to take where's my treats? That's exactly what he's thinking all the time, Sween Dog. That is exactly his mindset. So you take that and you channel it into something else. One of the things is find the treats in the grass. You just take about a half a dozen treats and you toss them all over the yard. And his job is to go around sniffing them, because that sniffing process, incredibly relaxing for a dog. So he gets to, but the thing is, he's so good at it. It takes him, if I throw 6 treats out there, it takes him less than 3 or 4 minutes to find them. But at least he spends some time doing that. And I do make sure that I let him sniff around as much as he wants to when we're on our walks. But now I have a new game, which involves taking a used egg carton and taking 3 or 4 treats. You know, if you have 12 or you have 18 little spots for in the egg carton, depending on the size carton you have, and you take about 3 or 4 treats and you crumple them up in pieces of paper, but then you put the crumpled up papers that include the treats along with crumpled up papers that don't have any treats in them in each of the little cup holders in the egg carton. And it is his job then to sniff around in the egg carton to find out which of those pieces of paper have the treats in them. And that is another one of those brain games that focus his brain on looking for something specific, like a shell game. So that's another thing I haven't started that yet, but we're going to try that. I have been doing the find the treats in the yard a few times, and he enjoys the hell out of that. So we're going to try that with the egg cart and see how that works.
Based on our previous conversation, we finally have Johnny Berg's brain going in a straight line.
Well, I was just
You
looking.
just have to bring up things he likes.
I know.
The Birch Run Bridgeport Fall Crawl is coming up, and we're launching it with a party at Uno on Friday evening, this Friday evening, day after tomorrow, from 5 till 7. There's a tent set up out there, and we've got perfect weather for that. A quick snap at the Fall Crawl photo booth would be a perfect way to remember the night. With
And
friends.
Rocco does well with those games, Tina, I assume?
Showing all women. Do men not shop?
Well, come on.
No, they go to carry packages.
And I've done that, and hold purses.
Uh-huh.
I've done that.
You take up a lot of space on the benches outside of the
Wrap
stores
treats
and
in
the
towel or
outlets.
blanket. He has to sniff or paw to get to them.
No problem. We sit out there. We talk about the women walking in and out. You can also during this.
All right, so long, Mike. Thanks a lot, as always, for jumping in here with us.
This all is kind of launching this whole thing, and every day, all month long, they're going to have something going on somewhere.
Nice.
And you can kick off this whole crawl with flavor because they're going to be complimentary tastings set up Wednesday night when we're there over at Uno's.
So long, Rapsuka.
Savor an evening filled with delicious music and great company. Wilderness Trail Zoo is bringing some unique animals to the event, so you can get a little petting zoo.
Nice.
So there's a lot going on. And by the way, if you go to the website, and that's what you're going to want to do because there's way too much information here for me to
Yeah, that's a lot.
relay to you in
That's
a
a
very
lot.
short period of time. But there's 16 or more participating businesses, and you collect stamps and enter to win a grand prize. And for more details, visit their website, and you can see this map of all the places you're supposed to go to on that website. So go to birchrunbridgeportchamber.org.
Okay, I need to know. Did you see the the chocolate store?
Lint chocolates?
Yeah, was that on there?
I didn't look. There's.
I get in trouble in there. I can't go. I can't. I only go to
It's
Birch
all-
Run twice.
It's everywhere.
But they've
And
got
you
a
just
whole bunch
grab
of-
handfuls and
No,
put
I
it in the
know,
bag.
but the Lint outlet store is way in the back.
Have you ever been in there, Berg?
I have not.
Oh,
I like
no.
chocolate. I just haven't been in it.
It's all sorted by flavor,
Uh-huh.
and it's and you grab, you fill a bag, or you actually don't fill a bag because a full bag is very expensive, and you don't know how much you're grabbing until you go up to the cash register and they put it on the scale, and you're like,
Oh.
well, it's all in the bag now. I can't put it back, you know.
Is this in the Birch Run?
In the outlets.
In the outlets.
Yep,
Okay.
They
it's in the
greet
back.
you with the sample at the door.
Well, there you go.
And they always have what it is.
Always.
Unfortunately.
I don't see them right now on this list, but it's all these logos. It's hard for me to look through while we're talking on the air here. But that said, I'm sure that there's something going on with them. And you're going to be in the outlets when you come to this party, 5 to 7 this Wednesday night with the Fox Monster Park there. That'll be your indication of where we are. But we'll be at Uno's on Wednesday evening. Just stop over there on Wednesday evening when you're there.
If you have a teenage boy at home that recently has gotten an affinity for
Hey,
cologne,
Zane, howdy.
there's a fragrance.
Are you the arch enemy of definitely not Zane who comes here every once in a while? Because we have somebody who comes in here who identifies himself as definitely not
I
Zane.
can't tell you how many times I'm like, boys, it's not supposed to drip. It's not. That's too much. It's
Not
not
soap.
Oh,
If it's leaving
You
state,
are.
sure.
Oh, we found the other side.
Your neighbors, my pot, are on the list.
yay! Oh gosh, that's such a fun place.
Ah.
Yeah, that's a really nice place too. And it's not a pot store for those
Yeah.
people who are wondering.
No,
about
Korean
my pot.
barbecue.
It's
Oh.
Korean barbecue, and the
You-
pot being the pots that you can cook in right there on your table.
Oh, fun. And a little robot brings you out your food, and then it's so fun.
You need to tell us why definitely not Zane wants nothing to do with you.
So, and it's right over there at the old Sullivan's Black Forest back there. That's where my
All right, okay.
All right. So they're involved in this whole thing
Huh.
too. So it's all a part of the Birch Run Bridgeport chamber thing. So you go to
Now, that particular person, I believe, is in South Africa. Are you?
all one word, all scrunched together, all spelled out. BirchRunBridgeportChamber.org. Okay.
Very cool.
Steph, what's going on with you today?
Well, I'm going home to clean up the mess.
That's what I was going to ask about. Steph's house, she believes, is haunted.
It is haunted.
I think it's just rebelling against you for whatever reason because you filled it with all these animals. And I'm wondering if the animals don't have something to do with what happened to you. Saying
Or you just never changed your name here, I see.
Yeah, well, if they vibrate things enough, yeah, you never know. She's had this. Tell the whole
Right.
It's all clear now.
So now, before my divorce, I lived in an old farmhouse, and I started pretty early a collection of vintage cow creamers.
I know, guys, right? Okay.
So
Okay.
cool. So cool.
And they hung out on one very specific shelf in my kitchen.
Right.
Now, that shelf was packed with cows, and it was fine. I took it down and moved it when I went up north.
All right.
So when I moved back down, one of the first things I did was put up my cow creamers
Right.
in the kitchen, my new kitchen, right?
Right.
So I put half the creamers up. I didn't get all of them out. So even with that shelf half full, it fell from my wall about a year and a half ago as I was coming down the stairs in the morning.
Wow.
Crash, boom, bang.
Dang.
About 4 survived. So I cleaned up the mess. I put everything away. I got the shelf out again during the holidays while Emmy and Jared were staying with me because Jared offered to put it up on the wall, which he did. He found studs. He used drywall screws. He put it up and he went, there, it's not budging. So I started my cow creamer collection again. Guess what fell off the wall this morning as I'm coming down the stairs?
I would never be able to guess.
I know.
It was the shelf with the cow creamers.
Dang. And are
This
they
is
all
the
broke?
second time.
They're breaking when they fall.
What made you? Well, because you're a cow person. Because you were a
Yeah,
farmer. Okay,
yep.
that's probably why.
Yeah.
Did you just call Steph a cow?
A cow
Cow
person.
person.
A cow
Okay.
person, thank you.
So
I would punch him.
That would have gotten ugly.
you guys are looking for reasons to not like me.
So now, I firmly believe that my kitchen is now haunted. I can't put that shelf back up in the kitchen. I certainly can't put more cow creamers up there.
Well, and
But I'm wondering, is there some place in your house where things continuously break?
Well, let me ask you this question: how many cows do you think you slaughtered over the years?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Or, I mean, the argument could be made, maybe this is, an old milkmaid from way back in the day,
Yeah.
and she is just really upset by those cow creamers. Maybe she followed you, but she just couldn't get the stuff off the wall at the last place.
Maybe.
Maybe one of the cow creamers
Do
brought her
these
in.
things? I mean, I don't. I've seen them, but are they an expensive thing? Are they a collector's thing? Do they have designer cow creamers?
They're
I mean,
definitely very collectible.
Are they?
Very collectible.
Antiques.
And I've seen them for as much as $250 to $275. Most of mine were not that high end. I think maybe my most expensive one on that shelf was maybe $70.
Oh,
Wow.
It's that much, though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
still- was it big or something that made it?
No, they're fairly small, but they're getting hard to find because I keep breaking
yeah,
them.
she's buying them all and destroying the collection. So
I'm slowly eradicating the world's resources. Yes.
So this is a bulletin for anybody having a garage sale this week that features cow creamers. Because if you've got them, we need.
Call me.
Call us.
Is there any old curdled creamer in the cow creamers?
No, they're all clean.
Oh, okay.
They're all clean, but I'm going to have to find somewhere else for that shelf. It cannot go back up in the kitchen.
Oh, and they're so cute too, because a lot of them, the handle is the tail. It's like
Is that
wrapped
what it is?
around.
Yeah.
And then you grab their little tail and you tip it, and it comes right out of their nose. I think cow creamers are so cute. I never thought of collecting them. Kudos to you.
Yeah.
But I think they're adorable.
All right. Well,
So I just gave you your first Christmas gift idea. I'm looking for cows.
I already looked it up on the internet. So
Did you? Good luck with that, Santa.
8:42 here at the Foxhole right now.
All right. Well, guys,
Asking you about
I had intended to not come on here at all this morning and ended up going 15 minutes longer than I thought we would. All right, well, thank you very much for your attention, your attendance, and being here, and particularly carrying the convo, because I wasn't going to be able to do it. But we're going to try to be a little bit better tomorrow morning when we come back and do this entire lineup of live stream stops, starting at 6:30 in the morning Eastern Time and working our way through till now. So we will see you guys after you've had a pleasant, peaceful, productive Monday. Come back and join us here in the Hal Hole with your friends, the Hal Raisers, tomorrow morning. Okay? Okay.